Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good day, everyone. Um, we're here with another episode of the Honor Roll and Parole podcast. This is episode 18. This is your boy Hook. I'm here with the boy Bam. Bam, what's good with you, brother?
What it do, Bubba?
All right, man. So we got a really good topic for y'all today. But before we get started, I do want to acknowledge something really quickly. It was under a week ago. The Allendale community suffered a tremendous loss. Lost one of our friends, one of our brothers, one of our just a honestly, man, just an all around good person, man. His name is Harry Jones. He's affectionately known as Poochie Man. You know, everybody in Allendale got a nickname. Poochie Man, it's he passed away tragically about a week ago. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can honestly say that whenever our paths crossed, he was always a genuine guy, always a genuinely good guy. Didn't have a lot of bad things to say about anybody. Always smiling, laughing, cutting the food. Never saw him mad. You know what I'm saying? So, just a good genuine guy all around, man. Certainly, my heart goes out to his family. Can't imagine what it's like to lose someone that close to you. I have some cousins that are his cousins, and I know that they're really dealing with a lot right now. So please keep his family in your prayers. And Kobe and Bam, I know you guys are from Allendale. Allendale, obviously, I know that you've had interactions with Poochie. So if there's anything you guys want to say, please go ahead and feel free.
Man, listen. Hmm. You caught me on guard with that one.
Do you want me to say something, Bam?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell y'all the crazy part about this. I'm in Columbia Mall one day, right? And this dude run up to me. He's an older guy from Allendale. I can't remember his name. And he been like, "Man, who you is?" I was like, "I'm Kobe." He was like, "You look like somebody I know." I was like, "Who I look like?" Poochie Man. I swear to God, I took my hat off. Like a lot of people tell me that, like, "You look like Poochie Man. You look like Poochie Man." And I can't remember the gentleman name, but a lot of people used to tell me I used to look like Poochie Man. You know, be skinny as hell, tall, lanky. But I had a couple encounters with him, man. He a good dude. You know, the whole city loved him. I ain't heard no positive things about him. You know, so my condolences go out to his fam. And rest in paradise, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. The best dude in the world, man. Every time you see him, man, smiling, laughing. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up with him, man. So this
Yep.
shit it be kind of hard, man.
I already
But
know it.
listen, man, that's my brother, man. Good dude, man. Regardless of whatever demons a nigga got, whatever
Mm,
shit. I judge a motherfucker off their heart, man. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
And and that was my fucking, oh my god, man. All the stories, man. Like, oh man, all the shit we went through, man. Like I really but he had that effect on everybody he ran into, so it was just I
Mm-hmm.
can't explain it, man. That shit hit Allendale, man. That fucked us up, man. Real
Yep.
talk.
For
And,
real.
and um and also Raquel Edie, man. Rest in peace to that brother too, man. He died
Mm-hmm.
tragically too, man. Unexpected. Rest in peace to that brother. I just saw his mom the other day. I talked to her. My condolences out to their family too, all the Edie family out there in Fairfax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. I know it was unexpected, but I was debating back and forth whether I was going to do it or not. But I honestly do feel that just given the circumstances, it was certainly the right thing to do. I got the okay from his sister just to share it. But again, and the only thing I'll leave y'all with, and I know it's kind of hard to segue into the topic we're gonna talk about based on that. But what I will say for anybody watching, and also for you guys on the panel, if you have friends or loved ones, if they cross your mind, please call them. Please reach out to them. We always think we have time. We always think, there's going to be a tomorrow. But the fact is, we don't know the day nor hour. We don't know. Our time is limited. We just on borrowed time anyway. So if there's anybody you beefing with, if there's anybody you got an issue with, go ahead and call them. Go ahead and squash it because life is short, and we're only here for a short amount of time. So I think it's best that we make the best of it. But again, thank you guys for chiming in. Poochie man, hey bro, we love you, man, and we will definitely pray for you and your family. So let's we'll just have a brief moment of silence for Poochie. Rest in peace. I appreciate y'all, man. So again, I know it's hard to kind of segue back into the topic we're going to discuss, but we're going to go ahead and get this thing going, man. So again, today's topic, right? We're going to be discussing: should you disclose your sexual history to your partner? And we have a couple of ladies and a gentleman who are going to give us their expertise on the subject, quote unquote. So ladies first, y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves. Kay, because you're a first timer, we'll go ahead and start with you. Let the people know who you are.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kay. Nice to meet everyone. And please, first and foremost, I want to say I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm happy to be here with you guys this evening.
Appreciate you. Shamika.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shamika Hatcher. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with you guys today. This is actually ironic because Hook knows what I do for my vocation. And so I didn't know he was going to do that, but I'll be praying for your family.
Thank you.
You're an alumni. You're an alumni now. This is like your third, fourth time joining us. So you know.
More than that, if you count Hook's other.
I know, right? Right. All right, Kobe.
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. Shout out to the city. Prayers going up to, Poochie man and his family. Man, one love for the city, man. Let's get it.
All right. All right. And so for the audience, make sure you guys react. Make sure you share. Make sure you comment and subscribe. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing popping. So I'm just going to open up with a general question. And Crystal, I'm going to start with you again. You're on the hot seat because you're a first timer. And then the rest of y'all can kind of chime in where y'all feel the needs. But Crystal, do you think, should couples talk about their sexual history?
I'm going to avert that question. I'm going to say I think that partners should get tested. I think partners should definitely disclose if they have, ever had an STD or, have a risk of getting one, or if they're seeing multiple people while you're dating. But there's a reason why we leave the past in the past. You never know what someone else went through. And I'm not trying to get deep or dark, but there are people out there who have been molested or raped. They don't want to count that as someone that, they slept with or been intimate with.
Now you went a little deep with that one.
I did. You can cover me.
I kind of hover around that a little bit. I think it depends on the age, man. I mean, if you 20, you can't compare that to a 30-year-old woman because she got more experience. She's been around a little bit longer than moved around. She's more wiser. But it all depends, because if it really don't matter to me as long as you ain't been extremely out there. But if we're around somebody that you've dealt with and they're in my circle of people who I communicate with, I want you to tell me that way I would know. Because if you around somebody that I done dealt with, I'm like, hey, I know you dealing with such and such, but I see you mixing with this circle, and me and such and such I had dealing, just in case something come up. You want me to feel like I'm hiding that from you or whatnot. But, I'm not going to go as deep as you did, Kay, but that's just how I feel about it,
What you don't know won't hurt you, Bubba.
I can't be drinking drinks with somebody who done played on my playground.
Man, look here. If she from out of town, if both of y'all from out of town, they will truly never know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just and that's something. If she asks me about it, because I'm a storyteller, so I didn't tell stories, so I'm gonna have to admit to a lot of shit. Feel what I'm saying? But this shit is in the past. You know what I'm saying? That shit is in the past. You know what I'm saying? If I fuck something on the back alleyway, that shit is in the past. You feel what I'm saying? It's a new era, so you can't judge me of that. You got to judge me for the man who I am now. And I'll never judge you for, what you did in your college years,
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shamika, everybody waiting on you.
I'm sorry. The back alleyway got me. I am one of those people. I understand that I am not like everyone else, but y'all are similar in the way where y'all answer the question. I do not ask that question. I've never been asked that question ever in my life. Unless we was playing like truth or dare or something crazy and somebody decided to ask that wild question. I feel like when you have a partner, hopefully you should be mindful of you guys being able to build intimacy. So there should be a little more detail than what other people have. And I think in a roundabout way, they should generally know if you had a whole phase or not, just so they up on game. But I don't think you should give details. I think details are unnecessary because humans will be humans, and there's no way for you not to judge someone based off of their past. And people will say, no, I'm not judgmental. It doesn't matter. There's going to be something in the back of your head that's going to be like, that was a little wild. And I think if you're from different cities or different states, I think there's a lot less that you have to disclose. Now, if you going home to visit and you done rocked out with everybody in the city, you might want to tell your dude though. Like, I just feel like you might, if you was a pass around, you might want to be like, hey, when we go places, they gonna look at you a little
If you don't want that relationship to end, do not tell him. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go back home, because men will figure it out, because they will make it clear.
No, because what you think gonna happen if we go to a set and there's a lot of people there, and I know you're gonna smash everybody at the time. Everybody you come in contact with, I'm gonna be thinking some crazy fucking shit. So I'd rather you lie to me. Lloyd, not Lloyd, but old boy got a song called "Say Lie to Me So Good." You know what I'm saying?
That's
basically
fair.
like, tell me that pussy mine. I know it ain't mine. You know what I'm talking about, my boy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Some men want to know though.
I don't want to
heard
know.
some men say they want to know.
No, that's some sucker shit.
Nah, with honestly, like I'm kind of with Bam. What you don't know won't hurt you. And if I hear the wrong thing, like it's gonna be hard for me not. It's gonna be hard for me not to judge you. You know what I'm saying? Based on certain things. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, like obviously we already know everybody got a pass. So I'm not going to sit here and believe that I'm your first and only and stuff like that. So I know you've had encounters. Now, I don't want to know how many. I don't want to know any detail. I don't want to know if you had any threesomes, like all that stuff. I'm better off not knowing, because I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be hard for me. It's going to be hard for me to look at you the same. Like I personally, I'm not going to ask. Now, I've been asked before, you know what I mean? Because obviously, women think that men are out here just whoremongering anyway. So, if they ask, I'm honest. I'm like, look, I ain't no slow leak. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I'm not gonna sit here and people, oh yeah, he's so nice, and I am nice. I'm a very good person. But hey man, your boy had a good run.
Hey, listen, you a legend in the hood, baby.
Yeah, your boy had a good run, man. Like it was, but I've been delivered from those ways now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can speak on that now. Hey, won't he do it? But it's no, but it's tough because Bam and Kobe can attest to this. We got a name in Allendale for women who done been around the way. What's that word called? Y'all know what it is?
Drop shot.
Drop shot.
The what?
Drop shot.
Drop shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
and you would not believe we done seen some quote unquote drop shots bring a dude around and everybody looking like, God.
What's up, bro?
Hey,
I can't believe.
What he don't know won't hurt him.
Won't hurt him.
What's up, bro?
Will not hurt him. I'm telling you.
But I'll move out to the state.
No, but if you don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say you're better off not knowing, because if my old lady was the neighborhood drop shot, like I'm better off not knowing that, because if I know everybody that been with her, like I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I dated this girl in college one time for like 2 weeks, and I broke up with her because I found she was like, "Where you from?" I was like, "Allendale." She was like, "Yeah, you know X, Y, and Z." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, yeah, we had a thing going on one time. I was like, "All right, well, it's been good, but I can't do this no more." I couldn't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't not know knowing that, you know what I'm saying? If I got and it's some like ain't somebody I'm friends with, but it's somebody we were cool with. But I can't bring my girl around knowing you done been there. I can't do it.
You know, listen, I don't mind one or two guys, you know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go there and then you telling me later on, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be asking you, who is that dude right there in the orange jacket? Oh, you know, I used to fuck with him back in such and such. What about that one right there? You gonna get mad? I used to mess with him too. What about the other dude? That was in high school. Well, what about that dude there?
I got a question for you, Bam.
Nah.
I got a question for you though. Well, so let's say the woman 20 years old. Do you expect her to have the same amount of bodies as a 30-year-old woman or a 40-year-old woman?
It's a possibility.
Because you just said two. And that's two, that ain't plausible.
Nah.
That's not even plausible at all. At all.
They don't have two by the time they graduate high school, probably more.
Man, shit,
the average,
they had two.
Average teenager has 4 partners.
Two in the first semester of freshman year is what I meant.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The average high schooler has 4 partners by the time they graduate high school.
You gotta be realistic.
Don't tell me that. I'm sorry. I got a ninth grader and a soon to be ninth grader.
I have a ninth grader too, and she's one of the ones that's like no yuck to everything, and I hope she keep that same energy. But you know,
what kind of shotgun you got, Hook?
I got to go back because I'm trying to tell you, I ain't.
Man,
listen,
I ain't even. Now come on now.
I ain't ready, man. I am not ready. Me and my cousin was talking about the other night. He was like, "You know what? God gave us girls for a reason." I was like, "Yeah, I got a whole lot of karma coming my way. I already know."
I already know. You're supposed to go out and get a 12 gauge. Everybody know
that. You got to get that shotgun, buddy.
So I got 2 girls, so I need 2 12 gauges.
The first nigga she bring around me, I'm fucking him up.
He ain't do nothing yet though.
He ain't got to, nigga. I'm that nigga. You fuck over with her, this what you got to deal with. This is a little sample though. And if he can beat me, I'm just gonna have to shoot him in the leg.
You can let him know up top.
Yeah, up top. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Cause I know how nigga, especially if he remind me of me. Oh yeah, I got to get here.
So let me ask y'all, right? So like when you hear about your partner's past, though, like how does it make y'all feel? Whether it's, you know what I'm saying, whether it's somebody delivering information or if y'all talking, let's say y'all having a conversation and you know he or she is telling you, yeah, I did this, I did X, Y, and Z, I didn't try that. Like, how does it make you feel when you hear stuff about your partner's past?
I've never asked. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut in front of anybody, but I've never asked. Like that has never been one of the questions that said, "Oh, let me ask him how many people he's been with." That's just, I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like
even if you've never asked, like have you never, no matter in all the relationships you've ever had, you've never had a conversation with anybody you dated about their sexual past, whether you brought it up or they brought it up or it just happened to come up?
I mean, they would say, you know, we all have a past, or you know how Bam just quoted it, like, you know, we all been there, we all did this, but we don't put anything out there as far as numbers. Like that part right there is where I'm getting at. Like that's the angle I'm coming from. That's the gist of what I got from your question. So you're saying you want to know, I'm talking about numbers, or are we talking about just in general as far as, oh, I've been with this person, that person?
In general, it doesn't have to be about like numbers or anything like that, but I mean anything about the history. Even if they've only been with one person, or what if they say, "Hey, I've had a threesome," or "I've tried," you know, like when you hear certain things about their past and it's something you don't necessarily find appealing, like how does that make you feel?
Okay, I'm gonna go there, Hook, and I'm just like Mika. I'm not the traditional female that gets squeamish when I hear about something like that. I'm one of those, we're hanging out, we're cool, let's talk. No judgment, seriously, no judgment, because like you said, we're cool. We're supposed to build a friendship before we build a relationship. So if they come to me and say, "Oh, I've had a threesome before," or they had too many drinks and they're oversharing, and they're like, "Oh, I had a threesome before." Okay, baby, well, how was it? Did you enjoy yourself? Are you implying that you want another one? Like, what are you telling me right now? But there was never a point where I said, "Well, how many of those did you have?" Or look at them differently because they had a past. It was before me. Now, if it was while we were together, that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different topic. But if it was before me in the past, and like I said, we already disclosed that we, of course, had a past. We already disclosed that we're STD free. What's the problem? I don't understand what the issue would be.
Okay, that is
I want to know a little bit.
That's a very mature response.
I want to know a little bit because I want to know how far I can push it sexually.
Okay, when you say a little bit, so okay, are you saying it's a difference between the guys and the girls? Because the girls are saying, we've never asked, but the men are. I'm sorry, you guys, y'all are really implying like, oh, she's had more than two, or she's done this. So it's like a judgment from the guys' point, whereas the girls are more like, okay, I expect you to have partners before me. I want you to come experience. I want you to know how to please me, long as it's not while we're together. So that's the vibe I'm getting. I could be wrong. Mika, am I wrong? Like, what do you think?
No, I think that, let's be clear. The reason why most men don't want to know is because they would like to keep the way that they view you, the way that they view you. And if you give them too much information, that can ruin the way that they view you. So yes, would they like to view you as closer to virginhood than they would closer to ran through? Absolutely. I think with women, if we're going to be honest, I like my men a little ran through. You want the man that's been chosen, okay? If he's been chosen a few times, you like that one, okay?
You gotta love being a man, bro.
So, I mean, because the truth of the matter is, we work differently. We're pre-selectors. We choose who's already been chosen. And so, if you have confidence, if you're able to close the deal, we can pick that up very closely. So we want that person. That's why we keep having that argument about Russell Wilson and Future. It's not because Russell isn't amazing. It's because Future has something on him that's choosable. So it's really just that. It's just like the natural animalistic part of us. But I'm very mature. So I have lots of mature conversations, but I'm telling you right now, if I find out you had threesomes, you talk nasty, you do all kind of stuff, and then you get to me and you want to virgin it up, we gonna have a problem, because then I'm gonna bring it up to you. I'm gonna say, baby, I could have swore I could have swore you was out there. I need you to bring all that back. Like, and I understand it comes from a different place. Like, if we're going to be completely honest and completely deep, like, sin nature has a whole different attachment than when you're doing the right thing. And so sometimes people get a little, sheltered in, but I'm going to need you to let all that dog out, because you're not going to come over here and you give me nothing. So if I find out about it, not you though, not you, Bam. But if I find out about it, I'm gonna try to unleash it. So you might as well not tell me if you don't want to unleash it.
So basically, what I got from that is that men want a freaky version.
And no, they want the optics to be virginal.
I want something ran through.
Have no more than two. Like you, Pam, you contradicting yourself.
Just
Kobe,
the optics.
Like Kobe, what did he say? Like he said,
I said I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Kobe,
I want something ran through though. I don't want to know about it, but I want something ran through. I want somebody who can please me. I don't want to have to ask you to do this. I don't want to have you might
ran through.
You even commented. Didn't he say two? Kobe, am I wrong?
Go ahead, Kobe.
He said two. Okay, thank you. I know I wasn't crazy. I know.
What I said?
Hey, Kobe, I think you're on mute. Nope.
Nah, I knew Bam was gonna say something crazy like.
You might have to shut it down and come back on.
No, listen.
Listen.
I don't want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't ask those type of questions. Now, when you tell me certain stories, you know what I'm saying? That shit turn me on sometimes when you talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit to
Like
me.
Kevin Gates.
Yeah, do that shit to me.
I think Bam, honestly, I think Bam hit the nail on the head. It's like, it's, again, we know that you have a past, but I don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like it's like, we already know, okay, she done been with somebody before me. And if we've been with you sexually and we see that, you know, exactly, we know what you're doing. Okay, you did. I mean, we just hooked up, so you didn't learn that from me, so you learned it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I think that, like, I just don't want to hear
some of
about you.
us read.
I don't want to hear
Some
about
of
your
us are
exploits.
readers.
I don't want to know. Hey, Kobe, you back with us?
I'm back with you. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
All right, go ahead, Kobe. What you been saying?
But what I was saying, deep down inside, every man want a gym that ain't been ran through. Depending on where we at in life, if you're early on in your early 20s, you want that one that ain't nobody really drove. You either want the new car with the brand new smell, or you want the one owner, and you get in there and it still feel like a new car, low mileage. You can dog it out a little bit. You can still walk in the party. And I know Bam ain't touch you, Hook ain't touch you. But as you get older, like 30, you might want to throw that question out, buddy, because I mean, people gonna have fun. People gonna enjoy life. Like, especially if you a single woman, you gotta keep trying until you find that one that gonna.
I don't like how you trying my age though. Like, you making it seem like 30-year-old women just be like
no
out here in the streets. I don't like that.
Listen,
at 30, you shouldn't ask that question no more, man or woman. Like, it's
at 30, you done been around the block now.
Nah,
You
especially if she went to
college.
college.
Yeah,
you know, she went to college. She did. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you done got a train around on you at least one time.
No, sir.
No,
we not gonna do that.
Flag on the
We
play,
not-
Bam. No way.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Bam, man.
We're not gonna do that. But I didn't partake.
Oh, see what I'm saying? Now we getting somewhere.
No. I definitely not in college. No, thank you. And I didn't do it never.
No.
Y'all ain't never did it. You ain't never did a switch?
No.
No.
I'm not letting nobody juices swap with my juices in the same space.
No. That's why you got to switch colors.
No, I'm not. I don't care how you do it. I'm not letting nobody look at me and swap me like a plaything in the same room.
That's crazy.
But whatever turns you on, this is not for me.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, right?
Whatever floats your boat. It's just not mine.
So what do you guys think some pros are to discussing your past with your partner or discussing their past? Are there any pros?
Yeah. I ain't got to worry about shaking Bam hand if he in the corner looking at me like this. And I know he done been, so I'm gonna avoid going over there to him. Unless he approach me and he ain't no BS, I'll shake his hand. Yeah, what's up, bro? But I'm still going, because you know what my old lady look like naked. What?
Right.
I might have to swing on Bam, man, if he say the wrong thing,
Right.
It's a low level threat of violence with men around, man.
I ain't gonna be mad because I got somebody. I can be like, I got somebody. He know what I'm going through. He know what it feels like. I be like, that motherfucker should be good.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
No.
No, but I think that's
Too much.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's the thing, man. Like, it's the only thing I'd like to know is if you done been with somebody who I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like anything else, like I don't really care. But like if
right,
and obviously, I'm not gonna go down the list and say this person, that person. But
yeah,
if you know what I'm saying, like I tell you I'm from Allendale, right? And you know that you've been with somebody from Allendale, then you may not want to divulge it, but you can just say, hey, do you know this person? Are you cool with this person? Mm-hmm. And if I am, I would like to know that. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing. Because I've been in situations before where the person, the woman I'm with, she's been with, you know what I mean? Like maybe somebody, ain't nobody I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying? But somebody I know. But it's like I found out later on, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, why you just ain't told me that? I mean, we broke up soon thereafter, but the fact is, like but had I known that up front, I might have handled it differently. But the reason that I ended it was not because they were together. It was because she, I guess, intentionally hid it from me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like deceived. You know what I'm saying? But had I known up front, it would have been different. But I mean, that's just me though.
So you just cut off.
I think
No,
I
it,
think
it took a while. Like it wasn't just okay, you done been with that person, but I just felt like I couldn't trust her at that point. You know what I'm saying? If you felt it, because I mean, all you got to do is tell me. Like I'm a very mature person, so if you've been with that person, either one or two things is gonna happen. Either I'm gonna stick it out or I'm gonna leave. But don't let me find out later that you withheld the information. Then it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
it depends. I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I get it, and I'm just gonna say, like, I get what you're saying, but because I'm one of those people where, like, you really don't have to tell me unless you're gonna sit at my kitchen table. Like, I don't understand unless I'm gonna have direct communication with her, why I would need to know that. If we just happen to be in the same place, I'm generally nice to everyone. So if I say hello and goodbye, if she's just an associate and I don't really fool with her like that, I don't understand why I would have to know. I don't have to know unless we're going on vacation together, or it's like if we're in close quarters, you can say, "Oh, baby, just by the way." But if it's somebody that you never see, never talk to, don't have no encounters with, why do I have to volunteer that information? That's all I want to know.
And I guess to expound upon that, Shamika, what I'll say, being from where we're from, everybody knew everybody. You know what I'm saying? So like we may not hang out every day, but if I see Kobe and Allendale, I'm a dap Kobe up. You know what I'm saying? If I see Bam, I'm a dap Bam up, whether we hung out together or not. I may not hung out with Kobe, but I hung out with Kobe brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so when I see him, yeah, what's going on? You know, I'm gonna dap you up. And then if I find out later on that, you know, I mean, my old lady done been with Kobe, and I'm sitting here like, and she knew that I knew Kobe. It's kind of like, you know, what
if she didn't know?
That's different.
Allendale, we have a different rapport. So we're if we go to any kind of school, we're damn near like them Africans when they come from Africa, they stick together, we stick together. So it's like it's a different rapport we have. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, I might not know him, but I know his brothers, I know his uncles, I know his grandmama, I know this, I know that person.
But what if the person's not from your area? Okay, that would change things anyways, because she probably shouldn't have been with nobody in Allendale.
I don't care if it's Allendale. I don't care if it's Allendale either, because just like Hook said, I might not fuck with you like that though. We cool, I might see you. Okay, you don't fuck me, so what? I don't fuck with you like that. She don't have to be around me when we together.
This is why I just date out the state, because I don't have time for all this. I just date people.
I don't care though.
Areas.
I don't care.
It's really simple though. No, it's really simple though. The simple part is just be honest. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a difference between, we're talking about body count, right? Or not body count. We're talking about, should you disclose certain things? If you're saying like, okay, we're all from Allendale. If we're all from Allendale, then because we all know each other, then a woman from Allendale should tell me if she messed with someone. I understand that. But because we're adults and sometimes you're not in the same area, you're not in the same city, that's why I'm asking, because my sphere of influence is a lot larger. Like even in the city I'm in, unless you're directly like homeboys with that person, or I see you in a picture, or I seen y'all kick it, what I'm not doing is disclosing what I did when I was 19 and I'm 36. Like, it's a weird conversation to bring up. Like, oh, by the way, this one time at band camp, I'm not doing that. And so I think, and that does not have nothing to do with my honesty or transparency. I just think some conversations is real weird to have out loud, and then it opens up all kinds of other stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's apples.
I agree with you for what. I agree with you for
and
what.
it will be used against you, Mika. It will be used against you like Miranda rights. Everything said.
With that, I agree, and that's why honestly, I think sometimes you just better off not knowing, because if you hear the wrong thing, we don't know what the trigger is going to be. For men, women don't know what the trigger is going to be, so it can be any number of things. So I'm not saying don't tell. Me personally, I'm not going to proactively just ask you, hey man, how many people you done been with? Give me a number. I don't want to know. Listen, because if you say 50, I'm judging you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry if anybody.
I'm probably going to judge you.
I reacted. I'm sorry.
If she say 50 and she's 45, that's not really a bad number, because that's like slightly over one dude a year. And if a lot of people get sexually active around early, like 14 to 16, And
12.
you got to figure that from 14 all the way to 45, they
Ruby,
sent you
did you
like
bring math and
Wait,
statistics?
she didn't have no serious. But in between that, she wasn't married. She didn't have no serious relationships.
Right.
If you
Like,
had,
what?
if
She
you
don't.
had
She don't
one
make good.
every year,
She had poor decision making skills.
them college years
Bruh.
is something serious, man.
Hey, 50 bodies for a woman
that is
is
a lot.
a lot.
That's a
That
lot.
is a lot.
That's a
a
lot.
It is a lot.
You gave a lot of access to your goddamn your lock in the boys' room.
Yeah,
You give a lot of
you
people
know,
access
So
to that
look,
shit.
is 50 a lot for a man?
No,
Since you just
No.
said a
Nah.
woman.
That's low.
And therein lies the double
no.
standard.
50 for a man. 50 is on the low end.
Yeah, 50 is on the
Yeah.
low end.
oh,
That's a low end. That's a
that's
low
why I
end.
don't ask no questions because
Exactly, and that's why I don't want to know.
Because some of y'all be in serious relationships.
that
You be in a
reason?
serious relationship for 10 years and your number's still 100. I'm really questioning what's happening. So that's what I want to know.
Especially
Exactly.
when the USDA can 50 low.
If you that guy, like it come to you
That's what I
natural
wanna know.
sometimes. Like it just
And
come to you. Like if you that guy.
So
Yeah,
Kay and Shamika, Ahmad asked a question. I want to know your answers. So what's a lot for a man in terms of number of body count?
well,
Okay, so I don't.
Oh, go ahead.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
care.
Mika.
I'm sorry. I don't have a number. I just know that when I hear it, I know it's too much, and that's why I don't want to hear it. So I don't ask the question. So let me tell you a quick story. Me and my ex-husband, I had never asked him what his body count was ever. He had never asked me. He was from Albany, Georgia. I was from Fresno, California. So there was no reason. There have been a few times I've been back home. He did tell me he moved around a little bit. Okay, I'm a little open. I ain't got to know all the numbers. I was polite to everybody. Whether he did it or didn't do it, it was fine. One time he decided to brag about how he had never had kids prior to me. And I said, okay, well, no big deal. He said, no, because I ain't never strapped up and I had like 80 plus bodies. Do you know I hung up on that man and didn't talk to him for 3 days and I was married to him? Because why, how dare you disrespect my boundary like that? I never asked you that question. I
like that nigga.
So is that why y'all got a divorce?
No, well, okay, so I was gonna say this because statistics show that if you are promiscuous, then you are more likely to cheat in your marriage. And so I'm not saying you have to know numbers, but if people start telling stories and they sleep around quite often, then what you'll notice is that they have a lack of self-control. So yes, was that the reason? Probably, because the man didn't have no self-control. He never practiced it.
I'm gonna disagree with you with that. Simply because now Hook and Bam can back me up, or they can piggyback off of what I say, or they can respond to it. But if you that one and he really, really mess with you on that level,
Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm not the one. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm laughing at Risha right now.
But you can't. So, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. You cannot wreck your own home. You can't. You may say he adventurous. All men adventurous. Right now, I'm married to my wife and I love her to death. I won't do nothing to harm her or anything. That's men nature. Like if he share his past with you, that means I'm past that, and I'm not like that no more. Like Hook said, he been delivered from it. You know what I'm saying? He been delivered.
Well, my ex was not delivered.
Well, I can't. Now, if he's still doing stuff, then okay. If he ain't been delivered, then
he was not delivered.
Okay.
So, hey, was you being conservative with Daz?
Was I?
Yeah.
That's a personal question, but the answer is going to always be no.
Hey,
I'm talking about, was you like freaky like you say you like?
That is all you're getting from me. He didn't have that concern.
Hey, that's a straight answer there, Bam.
Yeah.
So
don't ask me no details, because I ain't giving you nothing.
I ain't say that. I'm just trying to get a gist of why he might have had a reason he cheated. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was asking.
He might, but he did, and that's all that matters.
But the crazy part about it, you was about to say something, Kay?
Nope. I was Expounding on what she said when that was like that part. Like it is no excuse, none.
The crazy part about it, like men are takers by nature. Like we take and we dominate. Like we are touchy-feely people.
We got to get that off.
That's how we wire. Like if a man come to you and he shares past, but he's still doing stuff that you might want to exit. But if he come to you and you see that he's a changed person, he give you access to everything, and that's a different story. So, but we touchy-feely.
Listen, I wish women could have a dick just for 12 hours, and they'll see how we fucking feel, man.
He said 12 hours.
12 hours, and they'll see how we feel.
Don't do it, Mika. Don't even open it. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Yep, Mika, go
let
ahead.
It go. Let it go. I got quiet. Let it go. Let that one go. Mika. Let's go to the next question.
No, because I go to the next question because I've been called an asshole, a jerk, all off camera. I'm not doing it.
Not on camera. Not on camera though. So we can't talk about what happened backstage.
See, that's what we're talking about, secretiveness. And then you said we can't be secretive. All I'm saying is.
So we talked about some of the pros, right? So what are some of the cons? And I think we might have already touched on them. But what are some of the cons of discussing your sexual history to your partner?
I'm gonna answer this one. It's coming up in the argument. It is gonna be brought up. Like I said earlier, Miranda rights. Remember that everything that you said can be used against you later, and it will. Let it go. Don't even open that can. Don't open that door. Leave it right there. Baby, we in this together. Our future starts here today and now. Past is in the past. I've had a past. You had a past. We, like I said before, and I'm going to reiterate, we shared that we have no STDs. We're not dealing with anybody else. We're here for each other. That's all that matters. We're going to leave it at that. You freaky in the bedroom. I'm freaky in the bedroom. We're not going to ask where you learned that. We're not going to ask those questions. We're not going down that rabbit hole. Be happy with what you have.
Well, freakiness has a spectrum, but
there's freaky and then there's too far, Mika. So
now we're not going to say too far.
Oh, there's
because it depends on the person.
I'm gonna lay down my boundaries.
It depends on the person, but
we're not swapping spit into the mouth. We're not doing all of the rainbow stuff that they got going on now. No, we're not doing none of that. I'm not swallowing, his excitement and spit into his mouth. We're not doing that. They do that now. So Mika, don't say it's not such thing as too far because there is. I'm not doing it.
All I'm saying is what's too far for you is the starting point for others. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm not saying you have to do it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole. I wouldn't go in there. There's too far. For me, there's a too far.
All I'm saying is
I don't want to know. It's a spectrum. I mean, what might be what's considered too far for you. Other people might not think that. It's a starting point. It's all about preference. There's no right or wrong. You know what I mean? So
their own.
You like what you like.
We're not doing no R. Kelly stuff. We're not doing none of that. It's just so in certain things, it's just too far for me. I can only speak for me. Kay can only speak for Kay. That's it.
I'm not.
No, you like what you like.
I respect my good sister and all of her boundaries.
Girl,
I'm not kink shaming
right there.
Because I'm not gonna kink shame because if it's within your partner, just don't tell us about it. We ain't gotta know. Right. Nobody has to know. I don't want to know. Do whatever you want to do. But I think for me, there's a downside in me sharing too much information because what you're not gonna do is ever in your life call me a hoe when you mad at me. Because I did a little something strange when I was younger. So no, we're not doing that. So and the first thing a man want to do to try to punch you in the face is say something crazy. So we're not doing that because I've been delivered. Okay. So we're not doing that. I don't act like that. I don't behave like that. So you get the Shamika that behaves the way that I behave now. So you're gonna take where I'm at now. And we're not even going to discuss that other stuff. And I don't want to know what you did. Like, okay, you were popular. You had some fun. I don't even want the details. I don't even want it.
And I think Go ahead, Ben.
It's like an AIDS patient, man. When you don't know you got it, you good. As soon as you find you got it, it's over with.
Damn,
Really,
man.
really?
up.
That's not, no. That's
mean,
a
that's-
whole different ball
Hey,
game.
that's a horrible analogy, but I agree.
That,
What you
I
got in
get
that
it,
cup,
but
man?
that is terrible.
Given the topic, Bam, I don't think that
Listen,
fits.
that analogy is horrible, but he makes
Now
a
we
good
all
point.
need to know. Never mind. Tell me all
No.
the details.
No, but that's the thing, because I think Bam said it earlier. It's kind of like what you don't know can't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I let me, even if it's far fetched, even if it's far from the truth, let me keep this imaginary vision of you being pure and having less than one hand, you know what I mean, in terms of body count or what have you. Let me keep that. Don't even, honestly, me and my wife have never had this conversation.
She's
Ever.
a lovely lady. You never should.
Ever. And honestly, I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? I know she had a daughter before I got there, so I know that's one, and that's all I need to know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, she's never asked me, but she knows people that I know, so she already knows that your boy has a past. You know what I'm saying? But it's never come up in terms of conversation. We know that we're STD free. She knows that I don't have any random kids out here running around. You know what I mean? Like I don't for like other than my daughter, I don't have any other kids like running around. So I think those are really the most important things. But anything else, like I honestly, we enjoy each other, and that's all I need to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know. Wait, nobody learned nothing. That it don't even matter. It don't matter. So Kobe, you got any cons? We talked about the pros. What cons you got?
Just the cons. I mean, when you get the information, I mean, me personally, you tell me, I'm not gonna throw it back in your face. Like I said, I just want to know if Bam walk up to me in Applebee's and we out of town. What's up, bro? When I sit down, you better tell me right then and there. That way, like you said, you up front with me, and I ain't gotta, find out on the back end. Like, oh yeah, and by the way, what? That ain't gonna cut it with me, man. I'm out of there. I might still stay with you physically, but mentally, a man can check out and still stay there for years. And
Please don't say that.
Oh yeah, a man can check out mentally for 10 years and you would never know it. I'm being real with you.
Well, he
A
gonna
man
be
can
fucking
check out on
everything
you
under
and
the
come
sun.
home and kiss you, still have sex with you, all that, but that's just how we wired. It's sad, but Bam, you want to back it up?
That's true.
We are unplugged.
Hey man,
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. If y'all been together, after y'all have been together so long, y'all might have to think about some old friend you was fucking with just to get off sometimes.
God damn, Bam.
Nah.
This is when you stop telling us y'all secrets.
That's when you start talking, Bam.
We don't need no more of those secrets.
Let
us be delusional.
Put it down.
Let us be delusional. Let
Bam,
us feel like you love us and you never unplug.
Hey man, I don't want to be sitting there and me thinking I'm pleasuring my old lady, and in the back of her head she thinking about somebody else. I don't want no problems, bro.
It's gonna happen.
Let us be delusional.
I'm bullshitting. I don't know. I'm bullshitting. I'm bullshitting.
Bam, hold up, Bam. Let the ladies answer. Do y'all be thinking about other people?
You ain't never did that before, Shamika?
I'm in my business. I'm in my business over here. I'm in my business. I'm in my business over here.
Hey, you know, Shamika, you're a very eloquent speaker. So the fact that you stuttered just now tells me everything I need to know.
Because I'm in my business.
Right.
I would never.
Right.
I would never admit that.
Hey, but Kay, you ain't off the hook now. We want to hear from you too.
I can honestly say no, but do you believe me or not? I can
No,
care
we
less.
don't.
Hell no.
That ain't me.
When Kay starts shaking her head like that, I noticed.
Right. Hey, we gonna get to some of these comments, bro. Hey, so Chris said, just know I had one and it only happened 3 times, which gave me kids.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
And that's like I said earlier, hey, that's all I need to know. Facts.
I got kids.
My wife says, yeah, because I'm sure I have interacted with people my husband has slept with, but I don't want to know exactly because everybody's getting the side eye if I do.
See?
Because why
Side
she
eye.
smiling that hard?
It's heating up.
Side eye.
Hey, Ty got the comment of the day though. We worked at Verizon, so hey, bro, listen,
Oh,
I was
Verizon-
them
ready
call
when I saw that
centers.
comment
Hey,
come
Them
across.
call centers.
listen.
Them call
Verizon
centers. Oh my
Verizon was
God.
the oasis. It was the oasis. Facts.
We have a call
Yeah.
center here that's
No,
like that.
you know how it is when people love going to work, right? Like
Yeah.
nobody wanted to miss no days.
That's-
Listen, hey, it was a if you a guy, it was a smorgasbord up in there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's what it was.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to tell you. Crystal talking about what I look like saying, babe, come handle this like my boo from like my boo from college.
Oh man.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't want to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Hey,
don't need to
listen.
know.
Hey, Hook. What if he was Poochie Man?
Uh-oh.
Listen, hey man, hey bro, hey man. Poochie
Ain't nobody
Poochie
want
was a legend.
to go behind that fella, man.
No sir.
Rest in peace. Rest in
Hey, man.
peace. Nobody want to go behind. If he got your old lady, it's over with for you, buddy.
It's a wrap. Ain't even no need, bro. Just go ahead and stay in your lane.
Yeah. She don't widen them roads. She don't widen them roads. He done riding them roads up. They done went from a 2-lane to a 6-lane.
Oh no.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to my boy Poochie Man. Love you, brother.
Hey, y'all stupid, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. But again, that goes back to what we said earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like if I meet somebody and she tell me she done mess with somebody I know and it's been Poochie Man, I'm like, you know what? It's been nice and I'm sorry. You know, it's been fun. It's been fun, but you know what I mean? We can
You
still
gonna
hang
shake
out,
her
we can
hand?
be friends. That's about as far as that gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. That's facts.
So that type of shit is I don't want to know. I want to feel like I'm the man when I'm in that motherfucker.
It's as the man, honestly, as the man, you know what I'm saying, is like the male ego is extremely fragile.
Yep.
And it doesn't take a whole lot to, and let's be honest, it doesn't take a whole lot to make us insecure in certain areas, especially when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But you better off, well, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I'm better off not knowing anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only need to know that you ain't got no STDs, that you ain't messing with nobody currently, because I'm mature enough to acknowledge the fact that you got to pass. So you've been with men before me, you know what I'm saying? But like, as long as it's not being brought up in my face, as long as nobody dropping like no slick comments on social media, as long as it's not in my face, then I'm okay. But even if, you know what I mean, you introduce me to somebody, even if you slept with him, you ain't got to tell me you slept with him. I don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? But
See,
the fact
changed.
But are you sleeping with him now is what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't sleeping with him now, then it don't even matter. That's what you did in your past. Because I mean, like my wife commented, I mean, I know a lot of people, so there may or may not have been people that she's met that I may or may not have slept with. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things you can't avoid. But the fact is, I ain't fucking with him now, so it don't even matter.
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
Bam,
so we still got a few. Go ahead, Crystal.
I was asking Bam what he's sipping on.
Some MD 2020.
out. No, I don't listen. This is my naturally me. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually more high than anything.
Okay.
And believe it or not, he's actually calm tonight. So I mean,
he's very calm.
No, this is good, Bam.
He's very calm.
Okay.
Hook gonna start the podcast off with that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, my nigga, you could at least warn me beforehand, man.
Listen,
that was some more bullshit, bro.
Listen. I had to prepare myself. I was going back and forth whether I should or shouldn't, but I felt, you know, it was the right thing to do. But I didn't get your heads up because I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? And my wife talking about me looking at everybody when I go to Allendale.
Man.
I don't wanna know if you
Right.
pay me.
Right.
Keep it on the low. Shit,
That's why you date
that's real
outside
shit.
your city.
Hey man,
That's real shit.
I think Chris got the comment of the day. She says, "If you didn't see it, he didn't beat it."
That's it.
Right,
It never
Right.
happens.
right.
I'm telling you, man. Now we still
Man,
got a few minutes left, though, man. So I wanna hear from y'all individually. Kay, I know we started with you, so I'm gonna save you for last. But Shamika, let me hear from you first. So what are some parting shots you want to leave the audience with?
Oh my God, I have nothing. I really should be more responsible about some of the things that I say based on my vocation, but I'm not because I like to be a real human.
You're a jerk.
Here's the thing. Now listen, I am a little bit of a jerk, but with that being said, I think that the older we get, the more mature we should be, but that's just not true. So if you're still in these dating streets, I say hold all your business until it actually is a safe place. If it's not a safe place, then keep your business to yourself. And that's a very toxic thing to say. And I know that I probably shouldn't say that, but I said it anyways. Keep your business to yourself until it's a safe place.
Absolutely. Kobe, what you got, boy?
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what Mika said, but keep your business a safe place. I mean, private until it's a safe place. I feel like if you carry around that burden and it's on your heart to tell it. But if it's not, then leave it alone. I mean, at a certain age, that shouldn't even matter. As long as somebody, like you said, STD free, treating you right, they're there for you mentally, physically, emotionally. That shouldn't even matter. You know what I mean? Y'all can travel, see the world. I don't see why you should be asking somebody their body count. Unless y'all, you dealt with somebody in the friend circle with them. But other than that, I mean, that shouldn't really matter.
All right. Kay, what you got?
Oh, you skipped Bam.
You weren't ready.
He's always last.
Hey, Bam,
Why you saving me for last?
hey, Bam is the host. We say you the last guest.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, again, my closing statement will mirror my opening statement. We sat down, we talked about the fact that we are here of STDs. We've talked about the fact that we're going to continue this relationship or build a relationship. I always stated that there's a reason why the the window in your vehicle in the front is larger than the rear view mirror. It's because you're supposed to be focused on what's ahead of you, not what's behind you. Can you glance back once in a while? That's perfectly fine. But your main focus should be what's ahead of you and what's in front of you. And that would be building your future together. So I don't want to know. I'm not going to ask you. Don't ask me. And let's just build off of what we do know, that we're, going to start off something together. No STDs. We're in this together. There's nobody else in the picture. And just go from there. That's the important part.
Amen. All right, Bam, what you got, brother?
Listen, I'll gladly take my participation trophy. I don't have to be number 1, 2, or 3. Give me my participation trophy.
Damn.
Make me feel like I'm somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. I don't want to fucking know. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because that all kind of thoughts and shit gonna start coming in your head. You know what I'm saying? Just natural human thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So just give me my participation trophy. Give me a pat on the back, ice cream and some cake, and I'm happy, man.
Absolutely. And as for me, I don't think there's anything good that can come from knowing too much about your partner's sexual history. I really don't. I think it's on a need to know basis. Like I was saying earlier, the only thing that I would love to know if I'm friends with somebody or associates, if you know that we're cool, I would like to know that, and then you let me decide how I want to move. If I want to move beyond it, then that's fine. But if I am going to be okay with it, you know what I'm saying, and still be with you, then don't take that away from me. Let me make that decision. For my men specifically, we all know that women handle things a lot better than we can. That's just a fact of life. You know what I mean? There are things that women deal with that if men were in that same position, we'd probably fold. And I think that this is one of those. I think that women can hear that that their man's been with other women, but with men, we look at it differently. Like we don't want to imagine the person we love being with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I mean.
Right.
You're on that. You're on a need to know. The only thing that I need to know is I can speak to my wife. Like she allows me to be me. You know what I'm saying? So whatever she did before me, it don't even matter. And she can recognize the signs of a stroke. You know what I mean? So she gonna make sure your boy good. So I ain't got to worry about y'all saying R.I.P. to Hook because he had a stroke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she can recognize those things and make sure that I'm good. And that's really all I care about at this point. So anything she did prior to that, it don't even matter. But this was a great conversation, man. You guys did phenomenally. Kate, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
This was your first time, so hopefully first of many. But again, you were phenomenal, so we appreciate you, Shamika. Even though you're a jerk, we do appreciate you. She's a good jerk.
You're gonna lay off my jerk.
She's one of the good jerks, so I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe, hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. I've been following all your reels, all your comedy, so keep them coming. We love them, man. And this is only just, and I say this all the time. This is only the beginning for you. Yep. All right, so you got a lot of good days ahead of you, brother. So keep.
Why is it not just the beginning for me? Why I didn't get all that?
This is men empowerment month.
Mika, it's actually Women's Month. It's actually Women's Month. It's actually Women's Month.
Yeah, I know. I just reversed it. You know what I'm saying? And bam, as always, brother, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we'll get together. I'll be home tomorrow, so I'm sure at some point tomorrow.
Yeah, I got your number, man. I got your number. You know, we'll get up.
We get together, have a drink.
IPAs or something.
Yes, sir.
They got IPAs. They got IPAs and Exxon now too.
Oh, we'll get some IPAs, then we'll go to Four Brothers. How about that?
All right, we can do it, then.
All right, let's do it. And for the audience, we appreciate you guys for tuning in every other week, and just make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, keep the views coming in. We love you. We appreciate you. And this has been great, man. But until next time, we're gonna holler at you. Peace.